Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Jamie Leary with meteorologist Adam Bell for a special report on our top story tonight. Clearly, the violent and rare activity in Oklahoma tonight.
That's right, Jamie. We do know about at least 5 tornadoes that touched down in and around Oklahoma City and St. Louis. These folks are no strangers to the situation. I spoke with 2 of my close friends who live in Moore, the area that was hit in Oklahoma just 2 weeks ago by a tornado, and for them, they say tonight's violent storm was worse.
I've never seen the sky turn green before. I've seen it black, I've seen it blue, but I've never seen it like turn green. This was by far the scariest thing I've ever been through. Once we got to Norman, we took cover under like a bank awning where the ATMs are, and we just parked the car there. And every few minutes, I just felt the car just sort of move and move, sort of like it's getting pushed. I'm like, God forbid this car moves out. We are in so much trouble.
The National Weather Service says 5 tornadoes touched down in the Oklahoma City area. 170,000 people are without power, and the tornadoes reportedly spanned from El Reno to Tinker Air Force Base. On top of the tornadoes, 80 to 90 mile per hour wind gusts were reported, and damage is widespread.
The main point of panic for me was I saw about one point, this is only about 30 to 45 seconds, I saw about 3 vortices forming. One moving toward Norman, which they have been talking about, and then 2 off to our west-northwest, and I was kind of like, they're not on the ground yet, but I'd say for a solid minute there, I was kind of like, okay, what do I do here? Do I cut into this neighborhood? Do I try to cut through the field behind me if need be? I kind of regret a little bit actually getting in the car and leaving this time, unlike 10 days ago, because there were just so many vortices out there, and, you know, we could have gotten into a lot of trouble out there. Luckily, we didn't.
Now, Jason's my good friend. He's also a meteorologist. Vortices are actually areas of rotation that could turn into potentially funnel clouds, and then once they touch the ground, eventually tornadoes. Now, unfortunately, some people were not so lucky as my friend Jason and Francesca. Multiple news agencies are reporting 5 people dead in the Oklahoma City area. Oklahoma City Highway Patrol Trooper Betsy Randolph said troopers found the bodies of a woman and an infant near their vehicle. Randolph said it's not known if the woman was driving into the storm when it hit around 7 p.m. this evening. Now, emergency officials reported numerous injuries reported in the area along I-40, and Randolph said there were toppled and wrecked cars littering the area. Troopers requested a number of ambulances at I-40 near Yukon, which is west of Oklahoma City. Now, as we take a live look at the radar across Oklahoma City, you can see we are looking at quite a bit of precipitation still moving through the area, but the good news is that things are beginning to wind down. As we take a wide look at what's going on, this line expands all the way from Chicago to Oklahoma City, and there are still numerous watches and warnings out there, but they are beginning to die down. As we take a look at the current conditions, not a bad evening out here in the Bozeman area, as there's still a little bit of some light at the horizon there, and we're looking at much better weather in the short term. And coming up, Jamie, I will talk to you about the 7-day forecast. It looks pretty good on the start, and it's also going to finish pretty well as well.
Thanks, and thanks for talking to your friends for us. That gave us a great perspective on what's going on down there.
They have gone through a lot in the last 12 days, and they're continuing to go through it.
Best of luck to them and everybody out there.
Absolutely.
Every year, Montana